Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Tangledeep. So, they changed the casino somewhat since the last time we were here. It is now the case that you do not win money when you win the games. You just win tokens. So any amount that you bet is lost. And they seem to have adjusted the dice game a little bit, I think. Now there's a chance for your dice to fall off the table when you roll, and it just causes you to auto-lose. So they've adjusted the probabilities against you a little bit. And check this out. They made the items way more expensive. I noticed that the mint super brews were more expensive, but I managed to get 53 tokens with the amount of gold we had on us. This stuff is like 60 and 100 now. So the casino's no longer quite the free supply of awesome items that it once was. However, we have 53 tokens. It's not that hard to come across gold in the game. So I think for now what we'll do is we'll just bank these, we'll not spend them, and we'll come back. We'll come back once we have a bunch more money, and once some time has passed that the inventory of the shops has changed a little bit, and we'll get something cool. Anyway, what are we doing here? Also, I picked up a new rumor. It turns out the Desert Oasis on Old Amber Station, 10th floor. So, I kind of think these, I don't know if I care about these. Well, I suppose we could use the money, right? We have things to do with the money. Yeah, alright. Let's cook a Tangledeep curry, go up the fungal caves a bit. What do I want to... I'm going to make the curry out of 2 carrots. Cook 2 carrots, get curry. That's how that works. Alright, fungal caves it is. Casino is over here, so... Actually, we should use the casino to get around. So I need to be on Fungal Caves 9, was it? 8 and 10. Alright, let's go down to Fungal Caves 8, get our, get into the lava pit and do that quest. So, Kyle Stillwell helpfully pointed out in the comments of the last episode that, at least according to the Tangledeep wiki, spears actually only do half damage on impact when you're not adjacent to the enemy. If that's true, they really ought to have that marked on it, but let's test, let's find out. It is worth noting that if that's true, that actually makes this spear even better, because the crystal bleed will still do full damage, I imagine, no matter where you inflict it from. So any kind of extra effect that a spear has will be more useful, relatively. So we got about 50 damage there. About 50 damage again. Okay, so he comes closer, and we hit for 82. Boy, that sure does suggest that it is really the case. That's not great. I don't love that. Okay, way too much stuff is happening. About 50 damage again. About 50 damage again. Yep, 96 that time. 84. So it's not really half in the sense that it looks like there's some amount of mitigation that's applying differently. Because I would expect we're seeing just above 50 when we attack from a distance, and just over or just under 100 when we attack from up close. So I'm not sure where the halving is coming into effect, but I guess we should help our pet finish this thing off. All right, I'm gonna photon cannon a little bit here. Let's try to burn out these illusions. Probably put up static field as well. That guy's fake, that guy's fake. Here's the real guy. So we actually do want to be fighting from adjacent. That's not a big deal. Certainly something we can do. Okay, this got a little more lively than I was expecting. You know what? He's got that under control. Alright, where are the stairs to the lava pit? I actually don't remember. Is that... Could be those. Let's go see. I'm just gonna leave the rock bot to fight all this stuff. He's got it. I'm not worried. Alright, so let's actually finish the lava pit. Now that I'm not worried about taking damage costing me a quest or anything. Yep, so we're still building toward cheat death. Was cheat death's cost to learn 600 last time? You know, the game is being patched constantly. Developers very responsive to concerns. So I'm not always 100% sure what has actually changed and what is just me having a bad memory, which I do. I do have a bad memory. Let's rocket charge up and to the left here, because there is a chest. It's not the right chest, though. Ow. Ow. Oh, that didn't charge me all the way to the wall. That was also not the right chest. It was the right kind, that time at least. What is this costing me? 18 stamina per. Ow. See, that time it took me all the way to the wall, and that was much greater distance. Weird. Okay, the lava pit sucks, and I hate it. Yeah, weird. You know, the issue of it appearing to be much longer distance that time might actually be entirely caused by the fact that the aspect ratio is widescreen. Wait a minute. An ornate chest in the lava pit. Okay, I guess there must be actual land in here. You sort of see land, but that's just because that's how things look in the fog of war. There is in fact another chest. Okay, well. Rocket charge out of the fire. Eat some stuff. I can't believe how much damage I've taken in here. It's not a big deal. We're not at the part of the game that's hard yet, but it is annoying. Let's heal up. I don't suppose you want to go get that for me? Better be a pretty good chest over here. Let's eat one more thing. Sorry, I gotta wait for full to wear off. If you stand in place and jump up and down for long enough, you will make yourself hungry again. That is real life advice from the developer of Tangledeep to you. I'm gonna wait until we're... Yeah, alright. There we go. There's my money. And that is some normal shining dazzle leaf seeds. Well, we will take less damage if we go out this way, but whatever. It's fine. Alright, to be perfectly honest, I'm going to pour it out. Should have just done that over here, I guess. We're going to summon a new runic crystal, and then we're going to take advantage of a cheap heal here. We're going to go back to the casino and use that to go up to floor 10. Okay, that's right. It's the stairs right near the downstairs. What were these other ones over here? Stalker nest. And we can clear the stalker nest real quick. That'll be a good source of job points. Alright, not runic crystal. Although, crystal shifting over to here before activating the static field does seem like a good idea. Hey, Rockbot, you know, feel free to, like, help out a little bit. No, my crystal! So we're not going to be able to maintain our crystal all the time. We're going to have to resummon it. This is going to be an occurrence. A frequent occurrence. But it's alright. We're generating a lot of energy. We have a lot of max energy. Hey, Rockbot, you may want to help out. Need more area damage. I guess I could summon a Floriconda, couldn't I? No, I think we'll just stab. Now that the Rockbot's actually involved. What? I can't attack him from here? The rules around corners are strange. I feel like in some orientations this is an attack that you can make. Well, then I'm just going to let Rockbot handle it. I'm going to eat some bananas. I'll just chill out here. Yeah, he's got it. Okay, there's the boss. Dude, what are you doing? Get over here. Right. Seems like a good time for a photon cannon. Never mind. My orientation with the crystal is not ideal. Can we... I guess actually I want to move over first. Then we crystal shift to here. Turn on the static field, and that'll get both of these guys with the shocks. You just focus in on this dude, try to burn the boss down as quickly as possible. Okay. Easy. Another one. Toxic barrier. Just gonna wait till the cloud dissipates. You know, our pet's got it. Yeah, see, sometimes you can attack in kind of a knight's move, but not always. You're a good man, Rockbot 9000. What is he at? 7,000. You're a good man, Rockbot 97, whatever. Alright, there we go. A little time passage, a little bit of JP. We now have enough for cheat death. So what's up with our passives right now? I probably will pull Hazard Sweep. I just don't think it's very useful. So when we get Fat Chance, I'll pull Hazard Sweep for Fat Chance. Then we might grab one or two more. I'm not sure. But in any case, we're at least 160 job points away from the end of this one. And then Paladin, I swear. So we're going up to 10. Okay. You know, I've been taking some campfire fruit once we have a bunch of campfire meat. Thinking that, you know, sometimes the problem we get into is that we can't use our abilities. But more and more, I think, just get all of the fast HP food you can get. It really is terribly important. And, you know, I guess from here, actually, we may as well go up to the Bandit HQ entrance. That way we have this available on our fast travel as well. Good work, Crystal. I was really hoping it would do anything other than move directly away from that guy. Just, you know, stay close enough to him to keep shooting him with the lightning. Okay. Ask again, because it'll let us pick both of these up for full charges. We don't actually need to fight the boss just yet. So what was I doing on floor 10 anyway? Don't actually remember what my... it was giving a rock viper a Tangledeep curry. That's right. That's why I brought all this delicious... Oh, this is the wrong staircase. That's why I bought all this delicious carrot curry. Okay, let me look here. Forgot to set myself to offline mode. Steam, and a friend is asking me, I think, Vermintide questions. We will... Don't worry. We will talk a lot about Vermintide. I'm probably going to do some Vermintide content on the channel because I just think it's fantastic. It's a very, very good game. Let's stay focused here for now. Where the heck are all of the enemies? I hate... This place is built like the Spiny Maze. It is the worst. I remember, did we have a source of water resist? I think I had like a piece of equipment on where I was very excited about water resist, specifically because I hate fighting water spirits. Well, hold on. Let's not hit any of the fountains here until we're like done with the place. Done enough that we don't want to come back. Although actually... Well, the Kragan mine, that's an important thing. This is not great. Guess we're just tanking through it. He's actually not doing that much damage. Both times that area thing was the acidified attack and not the normal water elemental area attack, which is much more powerful. Honestly, acidified is one of the ones I'm least scared to see on a boss. Or on a champion, rather. Alright, let's get some shovels. Do I want to do this? Yeah, you know what? Job points on the line. It turns out we're going to need about 1 billion of them, so... Yeah, we're doing pretty good damage. We're not really taking that much. I think we're okay to keep fighting. I believe our Kragan is, if not immune to fire damage, at least close to it. He does seem like just an extremely good pet. I do still want to do the Vertigrizzly breeding. Given, you know, the Vertigrizzly's ability to summon its own distractions, it has to be pretty good, but not in a big hurry, because the pet we have now seems like a problem solver. Okay, well, I appreciate that guy going in so hard. Turns out the lightning can still see you. Where are we at here? Yeah, so even though we are doing half damage at range, there are situations like this with the ice daggers, and the extra point of range is still very useful. I am going to move in on him now to get out of the cloud, and also the fire. And honestly, the crystal bleed is considerable. I'm pretty pleased with this spear, even though the base damage is low. Man, standing on top of the magic water fountain, I feel like should have some effect on those snakes. Not getting a lot of free gems here. Actually, where are we at on job points? We're actually all set. Do I want to grab anything else, or should we just go back and change to Paladin now? Double Down's pretty good. I didn't use it as much as I probably should have on the last run, but it really is, it's a lot of damage. And later in the dungeon, taking 10% of your max health in 3 turns is basically guaranteed. Like, I might take Double Down and Blood Debts before we switch classes, because they're both... One of them is a great damage skill that scales no matter what you're using, and the other one is a great uh-oh, I'm gonna die skill. Alright, so yeah, we're getting some more job points before we change. I can't believe this spear thing is not described in the game in any way. It's crazy to me. Yeah, alright, that's worth a little bit of fire damage. And I guess a little bit more fire damage. Alright, I think we've gotten everything of value we're going to get out of the first floor here. Should probably have my crystal out, huh? Okay, well, that was easy enough. I'll take damage once. Sometimes the mud seems to overwrite the lava, but not always. I'm not sure... Here we go, that's better. Not sure what the difference is between the times when it does and the times when it doesn't. Okay, well, right here we can destroy just one tile and create an opening. And then back up and let Rockbot funnel in here. This is a pretty good photon cannon. Burn those illusions down very quickly. Go get him, buddy. I don't really have enough range damage. I guess we could crystal shift. Send the crystal in and turn on the static field. That's a good way to commit some extra damage. Man, what I wouldn't give to have static field just running 100% of the time. Alright, let's get a little bit rich. You know, just a tiny little bit rich. How you doing, man? That's true, I did handle those monsters like they were nothing. Hey, half a plate of bone crabs. It's a decent appetizer. Where are the stairs back down? I don't even remember. Just across here. There we go. I got real bad clicking accuracy, apparently. Right. Talking to the foreman doesn't... Yeah, we don't get anything extra. All we get is all of the gems that we found. And, of course, the job points. So, we're doing pretty well here. We need 325. Okay, so we need about 300 more job points before we change class for what will probably be the final time. And you know, the dungeon's not that hard yet. I'm gonna break this. I'm wondering if we should go back to strength. Maybe get a little bit of crit and parry chance. Let's pick up another level of discipline at least. I'm gonna take vanilla. I think we're starting to see situations where we're like actually taking a lot of damage, and having something that heals you instantly and doesn't take a turn, so that you can also use another instant heal along with it and then get the regen. I think that will be even more important now that we're in melee. I know things have been easy so far, but the fact that we are a melee character is... things are going to be harder than they were. Alright, what am I'm looking for a rock viper. Where the heck is this rock viper? Ah, that's our guy. Okay, a hungry simple sling, which is just a little bit of money, and then also some money. Alright, so we're about to go to the desert oasis, which means that we are now going to be able to sell all of our normal items to the oasis lady, Ruby Moon, something Moon, I think Ruby. And maybe we'll be able to get some really cool loot out of it, we can hope. Also, we're at the part of the game where we probably ought to be considering orbing our equipment up and stuff. I guess we're not really at the hard part yet. Alright, anyway, why don't we head up here? I'm going to leave the fountains behind. I can come back and scour the area for them later, if it turns out that it's worth doing that. Now, the only rumor we have left is that the Oasis is on Amber Station 10. This is an annoying place for the stairs to be. On Oasis. I don't really need to explore this floor very thoroughly. Not a ton in it for me. I guess I am still getting XP from these guys. Also, man, why does everybody hate the crystal so much? I guess I do have Fortify up. And I should not have stepped on that fountain. Yeah, that's what's happening, is I'm running Fortify. I think it's fine. We generate so many energy pickups, in part due to being a melee character, that it's probably better for us to spend energy than it is for us to spend health. So we're at 233. Alright. I maybe should take it easy on these, but that does give us enough to hit blood debts. A little bit wasted. I think that's fine. And actually, we don't have to go back to town, right? We have a job scroll, don't we? Let's resort these. Oh, I have 2 job scrolls. Alright. Let's do it. Paladin time. So I haven't gotten to be Paladin yet this series. I enjoyed Paladin when I played it back in the first series, and I imagine it's a little better now, because I do think it was on the difficult side then. A big part of that is just being melee, you know? So block more with shields, strength, spirit, discipline, blocking and attack empowers your next smite, evil, or divine fury. Learn Sanctuary, which prevents all damage for a brief time. We might want to stay Paladin, because that tier 3 passive bonus does sound pretty alright. Alright. So now that we know that we're staying Paladin for a while, I wonder if it would be worth switching to the loot shield? Maybe. Anyway, let's go do Paladin stuff. And by do Paladin stuff, I mean walk down these same hallways in a very similar way. But, you know, now we look sort of broad-shouldered, and I'm sure the enemies will be just terrified. Oh, hey, a champion. I mean, it says he's evasion enhanced. I didn't feel like I was having a very hard time hitting him. Oh shoot, where are the stairs? It's easy enough to find the advancement stairs, but all I really care about is the chance of cool magic items. So we might not end up having a ton more money to spend at the casino, I guess, depending on how this works out. It may end up being the case that we want to spend all of our money buying stuff from Ruby. Sorry, Crystal Shift is what I want. Get him, Crystal! Just didn't want to stand in all those bombs. Wow. That was a real bummer of a secret area. Was it a chocolate bar and a knife? A normal quality knife? Well, we could certainly just dig our way into the room we saw on the other side of the wall there, but I bet we're going to be able to go around and save the shovel. Although, it looks like we are going to have to go around through lava. Who builds a castle where there's this much lava? I guess the place is called Old Amber Station. Maybe it wasn't a castle. It just sure looks like a castle. Alright, there's our desert oasis, but we're almost done with the floor. May as well finish it. Get him! It probably doesn't make any sense to photon cannon. And I know I'm standing in the gas, but also it's not really doing that much damage. Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling... we're fairly tough. I'm feeling alright about our progress so far. Let's clear this place out, find Ruby, and get to generating more magic. So physical is an ineffective element against the Commodons. How much better is this? So what did we hit for there? 41. Honestly, the difference is pretty small. And if this thing causes a bleed, we'll get more value out of the strike. Honestly, if this thing causes a bleed, even with the slightly lower damage, that makes almost any number of strikes that we could actually land on one of these guys better than landing the same number with the Thunder Spear. Hey, Rockbot, you want to maybe, like, participate in this battle a little bit? Thanks, man. It is nice to be a paladin, in part because I believe you get a fair number of skills that deal elemental damage. It's not quite as physical as, like, Brigand is. Hold on. We'll come back to this once we've potentially used another charge or two. Gotta check every one of these things for destructibility. You never tell what you will or will not be able to destroy. Alright, well, I appreciate all this money. Yeah, I bet the loot shield is worth taking over our massive shield now that we know that we're sticking it out as a shield character. Pistol shift to here. We get lightning on both of these guys. I don't know. I don't feel that ineffective. My attacks are still doing alright damage. Yeah, I think we're so over-tuned for the area due to our pet being great and our gear being inherited that it doesn't actually matter if we're using bad elements. We're just powerful enough to fight through it. Turns out that unless you stick a multiplier by 0 in there somewhere, it is possible to overpower pretty much anything with high enough base values. Okay, we gotta be pretty close to clearing the place out. We did all the outside parts. Or the inside parts, rather. I don't remember if that was exactly the same map or not. So I don't know if we're gonna find Ruby in exactly the same place. Does look similar, at least. There's a champion. Shadow Grasp, Acidified, Illusionist is a little annoying. Alright, what do we have the ability to learn from our new class? Smash an enemy in melee with Divine Power, reducing their attack power at the same time, generates a Wrath Charge, deals lightning damage, reduces target's damage by 33%. This summons Holy Lightning to strike and debuff enemies, 30% of weapon power and spirit powers as lightning per bolt. Extra Wrath Charges are spent to give you an extra... Okay. So we build up our Wrath Charge and then we expend it. I assume it can be used to augment other skills as well. Radiant Aura lets us channel energy directly into health. That seems pretty good. Increases shield block chance, but reduces chance to crit, and blocking takes 7 stamina. Generates a Wrath Charge on block, though. Critical chance is cut in half. How bad is that? What's my crit chance right now? You know what? That's not even that much of a drop, really. Yeah, Paladin seems like it might be good for us. While wearing heavy armor, you do a ground smash after using any movement ability. There's 40% of weapon power. While using a shield, attacking with any melee weapon may stun the enemy. Man, we are really going to be tight for spots on our passives. Okay, well, let's pick up pick up Divine Fury. We don't really have a lot of ranged attacks. I guess I should probably fiddle with my bars a little bit here. So I don't know that I need any of the Gambler stuff on bar 1, but Divine Fury probably ought to be on bar 1. What do I not? I'm not using Fortify very much. I don't need Fortify on the main bar, because I don't toggle it very often. So Gravity Surge and Fortify can go on here. Get off of that bar. Divine Fury in here. I actually am using all of this stuff pretty frequently. Tornado Stance is another thing that can go on the second bar. Okay. So yeah, this gives us an actual targetable ranged attack. Doesn't have to be in a straight line or anything. Also, that's a good meaty animation there. Okay, it looks to me like we should probably not be standing here anymore. Nope, my rocket charge did not occur. Huh. I was gonna stand... Oh, it's just acidified. What am I worried about? Oh, that's right. It only hits one target within there. And then you can spend more wrath charges to get more targets hit. Okay. I'm gonna back up a little bit. Hey, my crystal. I was using that, thank you. I'm gonna fight this guy from back here. Get the bleed on him, it'll be fine. I pick one at random. I have no idea which one's the real boss, so... Boy. Who would have thought that being blinded would be such an impediment to your ability to stab people? Okay, that took a little bit of doing, but we got there. Also, I walked on a fountain again. So yeah, it looks like the map might be the same every time. Well, I couldn't avoid that one. Alright, so let's sell all of our unequipped gear. Wow. Okay. Sorry, all of our common gear. What else do I have here? Hood of Focus, no thanks. I do think that the Veil of Jeranex it's not great as an item, and we might be getting past our usefulness of it. So we should pay attention to what do you call it? Accessories that we pick up. Hardened robes, I don't think... Of bone crabs. This might be one of those traits that we want to store up all the stuff we find of so that we can make shards out of it. Definitely don't need you. Nimble Simple Codex, no thank you. Alright, and then we have our arrow dampening robes because we're gonna shard the arrow dampening. So I'm back up to 13,000 gold already. We can definitely spend a little bit of time at the casino with that. Alright, let's see what she has made out of what we sent her. What we gave her. Candied corn drops. Boost charge time gain and dodge chance for 10 turns. Seems alright. A Spartan helmet of foraging and familiars. Wow, that's 75 HP is significant. Honestly, if this thing had better suffixes, it would probably be better than our Veil. I guess getting max energy, getting energy back all the time, excuse me, all the time, just for fighting is useful. I may be underestimating how much I'm relying on that. We're not really having any kind of energy issues, and that may be the only reason why. Okay, well, it looks like we didn't really get anything cool here. No fun new spears, no cool heavy armor. This is the only thing that's kind of interesting, and I don't think it's 7,900 gold interesting. Alright, we gotta remember to try to come back here to sell our goods. Sell our gear whenever we can. But for now, a lot of this money is earmarked for casino play. We're gonna be coming back here all the time. I'm not gonna burn any extra fountains. This is all stuff we might actually make real use of. How did I miss this scimitar? Well, I guess let's go back and give it to her. I don't know, maybe she'll make something cool out of it. My suspicion is we're going to find that we don't care about the item that this turns into. Right, because how good would a scimitar have to be for us to decide to use it over a spear? Although I guess I'm not really required to use a spear. None of the Husin stuff we have requires a spear or anything. I'm still just hoping more items from this set will drop, but does not seem to be happening. And I would really like it, though. Your photon cannon to also summon bolts of lightning. Like, we should probably go get a lightning ring out of the bank. We're starting to do a lot of lightning damage. I wonder if it might be worth it to just like drop this thing, switch to the lightning spear full time. Have this be our backup weapon in case we run into lightning immunes. Yeah, that might be the case. Alright, let's go fight a boss. I don't need to do anything before I do this, right? I think we're good. Runic crystal, and then we'll use, like, some bananas or something. I guess I'm actually quite low on energy. Let's... Okay. Yeah, I feel ready. Our pet's not at 100% health, but also he's going to be a total monster in this fight. Bag is very heavy because it's so full of loot. And then he accidentally obliterates all of his friends and turns them into terrifying shadow monsters. And then he makes the greatest escape of all time. This should be easy enough, right? So let's crystal shift over to, like, here. Okay, so now all these spaces and all of these spaces are getting shocked. I do wish I had the ability to generate wrath charges. You know, it's coming. The unfortunate thing about doing this, sending the crystal in deep so that it can shock stuff, is that it makes the second photon cannon shot kind of useless. We're getting through this, though. I'm going to just stand here and eat the Shadow Bolt. I think that's better than moving out and taking a Shadow hit from something else. At least this way I get to keep attacking. Okay, now we could crystal shift to a position where the crystal will actually be useful. There we go. Big double-barreled photon cannon. Okay, this is maybe something I should move out of. Oh, my poor crystal. I'm not really even taking damage here. This is going remarkably smoothly. I guess actually I should have crystal shifted to, like, here is where I really want to go. Unfortunately, not an option. It turns out I didn't need to crystal shift at all because they're all just going to huddle on me. It's one down. We did lose our crystal, though. Need you up to absorb damage from me. Oh, he's one space out of range. There. Get the lightning. Alright, I have to say, that fight could be harder. Hood of Treasures and Companions, a Gravity Surge, and Righteous Charge skill orbs. Let's see what these actually do. Righteous Charge travels farther and generates a Wrath Charge. Gravity Surge no longer roots targets, but gains range and debuffs lightning resistance. Well, yeah, we should use these. We gotta find, like, a couple of pieces of good gear to stick all of these good modifiers we have on. Just need things that have a high base value. So honestly, like, a good high-level spear could be useful. I guess we can't necessarily make it into a lightning spear, which is something that would be useful, really, really good for us. Might have to settle for the lightning spear we already have. Alright, let's burn through this little conversation here. So now we have the branching vista available as a fast travel point. So where are we at here? We don't quite have enough JP to actually pick up another ability. I need this. I need a thing that hits hard, does lightning damage, gives us a wrath charge. I think I am just going to switch to the lightning full time though. Let's go back to town. Check the bank. See what exactly our lightning options are. Also, we have a lot of food. Nope, wait. Selling stuff to the Oasis, that's right. And we should look at her stuff, though. Like I said, if we can find a good piece of... yeah, like a base damage 216 spear. Might be worth applying some of these traits to. Because we are going to need a secondary spear. I guess it can just be the set one, that's fine. Alright, make use of all of this stuff. Even apples are fine. So yeah, let's say we want to use this fencer spear. We're gonna have to go inside this thing a little bit. What is our best lightning ring? Venom rings. I'm certain I have one. Sure, a shock ring of might. Yeah, that's the kind of thing I'm talking about right there. So I think that's probably just going to replace the Veil of Jeranex for us. I mean, the energy's nice, but it's really not giving us that much in the way of HP anymore, not relative to our current HP pool. This is a little bit harder to turn down. 10% physical resist is a lot. Yeah, we might roll like this for now. We're going to want to go to heavy armor. Do we have any good armor? Let's see. So it has the same block chance and damage block. It turns out a massive shield is only almost as good as this one. It is not lowering... you know what? Actually, it says plus 10% block chance. I'm not sure if that's factored into the 25 that's displaying above. It might not be. So, it may be the massive hide shield actually does have a better block chance, but blocking an attack confuses your attacker is cool. This has swiftness and stamina on it. Do we actually get any benefit from swiftness? What's swiftness do for us? Extra crit damage, extra CT gain. Well, yeah, that's not bad. Blocking an attack confuses your enemy seems so powerful. Yeah, we're going to go for the loot shield for a little while. Well, we'll try it out. My suspicion is we're going to keep it, though. It's probably great. Do we have a better lightning weapon? So we have this thing, which is cool, but probably not super appropriate for us. Darkness, ice... acid. This thing does normal damage. It's fire. I mean, you know, like this is... I guess this is a two-handed sword. I wouldn't use this, but we're gonna eventually hit a point here where we find an item that just has has raw weapon power that is too high to ignore. Plus, a 25% chance to attack with lightning winds. Yeah. I don't think this is a good way to go. Alright, I think we're taking this spear. We're sticking with spears mostly because... oh! I forgot about this. Yeah, we've had a skill orb for runic crystal in here for like forever. Alright, let's take that out. Shock ring of muscle is not better than our other ring? Maybe. There's a lot to be said for 10% physical resistance. I'm gonna keep our other accessory on for now. Okay, let's go level up our spear a little bit. Could be better. So, are we allowed to put these on legendaries? It's probably not the case, right? We're probably not. Let's see, can we go inside of a legendary? Your machine, help me out a little bit here. Yes, we can. Well, we probably want to upgrade the loot shield then, right? And it looks like we can put skill orb stuff on it. So we know we're going to keep the loot shield, probably, forever. Because I don't know how we're going to encounter a shield that's better than this. So why don't we put some of this bonus stuff on it? Let's get our runic crystal thing. Right, it costs job points to put the skill orbs on. Okay, maybe we don't do this part yet. We do want to level up this crystal, or this spear, though. So we'll use our other spear while we're doing it. And I think... I was going to say, I think we can just orb and use a bunch of gold and try to roll some good traits, but maybe we should just wait until we have the job points to put on the skill orbs. Yeah, so I took some stuff out of the bank that I didn't need to take out yet. I'm not going to restore it. I am going to restore the veil, though. That'll be useful for some other character who's just starting out. And I know we don't actually need to sell our non-common equipment to Ruby Moon, but I'm going to. We'll just hold it all. Alright, Stone-hewn Halls 12, Ancient Ruins 12, take no more than 236 steps. That's a fair amount of stuff. We should do this. Okay, and also Ancient Ruins 12. Well, that wasn't a hard choice to make. Which one of these is Ancient Ruins? Okay, here we go. So we gotta find this one boss without taking more than 236 steps. 148. Yeah, we're seeing some benefits already. I wonder if 246 steps means to actually move that many times, or if each turn spends one of our steps. Let's actually we can find out. 17 taken. Then I hit 5. Just pass the turn. Okay. Yeah, so it's actually counting tiles entered. It sort of looks like when you hit skip turn that you're stepping in place. I do miss Crystal Bleed, but... Wait. That's one of our guys. Which guy is that? That's the wrong one, but it's okay. We'll just kill him since we're here. Also, he's physical resistant. We're immediately getting some benefit here. Static field for sure. Crystal shift to here, because I know that other frog is there. I have no idea which one's the real one, unfortunately. This one's not taking that much damage. He might be the real one. Okay. It's pretty cool to get those free confuses. The runic crystal should probably not take fire damage. It's a real pain to maneuver this thing around. Should I take that? I don't know. We might be pushing it. We might be getting just a few too many of those. Alright, we should probably rebuild our bar a little bit here. Let's move Summon Runic Crystal to the end and put Smite at the beginning. Yeah, because we're going to use Smite a lot. So here we have our Wrath Bar, I'm assuming. Yeah, alright, this might be... I might be overdoing it, but... we're still not really having that hard of a time, you know? Okay, we probably don't need to take any more strength right now. Like, am I really just strength and discipline all the time forever? Nothing raises my block chance. So parry chance is useful. Critting is useful. Power up drop rate is plenty high, I think. I kind of think we're just focusing on strength and discipline. Cowardice. And where the heck is this thing? Right. Well, I see something on my map that could be a champion, maybe. Where are we at on our step counter here? Okay, we are very far from running out. Failbot the Guardian Sphere. This is not our guy. He's electrified, so probably the lightning is not the optimal path here. So let him. Okay, I do hate the ice daggers. Alright, is our weapon doing reduced damage? Yes. Doing basically no damage. Switch to the Impaler. Not better, actually. We might score Crystal Bleed on him, though. Provided he can bleed. I'm not actually even sure if that's the case. So, shooting with lightning is not going to be very effective. I guess this is the real danger of going in so hard on a linear, is when you run into enemies that are strong against the linear, it's a problem. And part of the problem is the barrier as well. I really need this barrier to end. Crystal shift you to here, just a place where you won't die quite so quickly. Let me get a little bit of fortify damage onto him. Okay, we did land the Crystal Bleed. He just shouted, "Be gone!" Didn't seem to have much of an effect. Okay. We should have a real ranged weapon, probably, so that crossbow is welcome. Alright, there's another champion down here somewhere. Orion the Mottled Sandjaw. Is that our guy? It is, okay. Starting to worry we're never going to find him. So I'm not doing crazy damage here. Okay, it's just he's tough. Rockbot is, hopefully, handling business up there. Alright, let's smite this dude. 106, that's okay, I guess. Alright, we must take the bomb seriously. I don't know. I'm actually really low on energy. Well, would you look at that? The moment I stopped using that veil... Okay, cool. Now we just still have a million other enemies. Yeah, it seems like the, he's going to self-destruct, and... Yeah, I'm just gonna get hit. Okay. Yeah, energy actually might be an issue for me, especially if I don't turn off Fortify. Without the crown, it may be that I have to stop using Fortify. Or the veil, rather. I'm just not going to have the energy necessary to resummon the pet all the time. Oh hey, Charms of the Spirit. We can go see Kyle. Right, no energy. Man, I think I was underestimating the value of that veil. I mean, we certainly are going to keep using the lightning ring. I just wonder if, like... Could it be the case that it would be better to use the veil over the crest? Because I really was using all of that energy, apparently. I don't know. We'll stick it out for a little while longer. Let's not do anything hasty. Alright, well, we're seeing a trivial Floriconda, which I think means there's a Vertigrizzly somewhere nearby. Guess we'll do this. Oh. There we go. Yeah, that's just stamina. We got all the stamina in the world. Actually, dodging out, or dashing out is just going to put me in lava anyway. May as well just walk. Alright, what have you? Wow, that actually seems pretty good. 20 discipline. How much was that? 1225? That might be worth buying to bank. Charming is pretty useful. Yeah, alright, I'll do that. And actually, speaking of Charming being pretty useful. Alright, good stuff. Alright, I think we should finish this floor and then probably call it for today. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty powerful now. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna say the damage that we're doing with the lightning tech is good. I was really hoping that we could get set drops, but it looks like either I was wrong and using a set item does not increase your chances of getting other items from that set, or even with the increase, the chance is low enough that it's just not going to happen for us. That's alright. The build we ended up going with works pretty well with this equipment. It would be cool to have a higher level spear that had lightning damage, but we can't just go with any high level spear because we don't really have the ability to apply the lightning suffix. Or I guess it's a prefix. Is it a lightning spear or is it a spear of lightning? Also, 402. It's going to be a little while before we cap out our class, and we're definitely going to get a class emblem once we've done that. But yeah, we're going to have to climb for a bit before that can happen. So smash an enemy with your shield, knocking them back and stunning them. Wrath charges are spent to give you extra block or parry. Not bad. Throw a hammer of burning divine energy that travels away from you and then returns. If Radiant Aura is active, the hammers will do extra damage by consuming Wrath. That's pretty good scaling. Increases shield block chance, reduces chance to crit, and blocking takes 7 stamina. I think Radiant Aura is pretty good. It turns out we really need a lot of energy. Like, honestly, I'm going to pick up Righteous Charge now, because you know how I feel about my movement abilities. But I think we're going to end up taking Radiant Aura and then going back to the Veil of Jeranex over the crest. I do love the physical resist, but also our strength is really high. We're good at physical resist anyway. And I think we really need the energy regen. Man, we have so much stuff to cook. Ooh. A Vest of Wild Nature. Well, I have a feeling I know what class that buffs. This is my food. Here we go. Yep. Summoned Floricondas gain plus 50% HP is a heck of a 2-piece bonus. 50% chance to summon Thorns when struck. This is pretty good armor, actually. I think we want to go up to heavy armor, though. As much as I'm afraid of getting totally mobbed by enemies while using heavy armor, once we have our passive, I think it'll be too valuable not to use. Alright, what else you got rumor-wise? Sandor the Lunatic has a thing, steal it. Okay, I could probably do that. Mad Dog Lunatic Brawn. How crazy do you have to be known as Lunatic Brawn, and then you're doing stuff and people are going, we're gonna have to stick Mad Dog on the front of it, right? I'm a little worried about that guy. I mean, I'm gonna take 500 XP, obviously, but I'm concerned. Was my other rumor? Oh, right. Ornate chest on level 12. Okay. Well, I think that's going to be it for us for today. Actually, let me harvest my crops here, because I will forget. Yeah, so that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, between episodes, I'm going to go back to the casino and see if I can't secure us some really cool stuff. So come back next time. I might have some shiny new gear to show off. And we'll see you then.